Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Monday night Have Marci on Us podcast. Every Monday night around 8ish. Thank you all for coming on in. All right. We're here. It's Monday. And I was in a great mood, you know, and I'm still in a pretty good mood. But as you see, the title of this show is called American Tradition, pun intended. Let's just get right to the meat of what's happening right now while it's fresh. The mass shooting that's happening in Illinois, that just happened in Illinois in Highland Park on the parade. Let's just get some details together so we can know exactly what the status of what's going on.
You just put me up on that because I didn't even know there was another mass shooting today. I was oblivious to it. My
homeboy David put me up on it, and he said Highland Park, and I said, so it was a parade. First of all, I didn't know it was a parade in Highland Park for 4th of July, but I'm like, hey, it's a lot of new stuff going on in Detroit. Mm-hmm. But then I'm like, I look it up and I'm like, wait a minute, because he did say Illinois. I'm like, maybe he forgot to say Livernois. I don't know. Maybe he fucked up. But then I'm like, that's not even in Highland Park. So then I'm like, oh, well, yeah, it is. Some of it is. Is some of Livernois in Highland Park? Maybe a smack. It
might be the edge of it. I don't think.
Yeah. So anyway, irrelevant. So what we do know is 6 are dead, 30 are wounded. This shooter, another young guy. Let's put his ugly picture up.
Oh my God.
Very putrid young man. He looks like all the rest of the shooters, the actors, the mass shooters. Like you said, Mark, the Beatles. He looks like the Beatles.
Like one of the Beatles, like a member of what's his fucking name? Shaggy from Scooby Doo. It's like a modernized Shaggy.
So of course this happened today, some hours ago. He was on top of a building shooting down baby strollers, people with kids. Everybody is scrambling around. A band was actually playing, and you know they're a band. They don't hear what's going on, but they kept playing. So while people are scurrying around them looking for safety, like I said, 6 killed so far, 30 wounded.
Wow.
It took them a few hours to find him. He's 22 years old. Robert Crimo. You saw how ugly he was. And
they said that they wasn't releasing his name on the news show that I just seen, and as well as they said that they was not disclosing how they found him. I wonder what that's about.
Yeah, I saw that too. They're not disclosing how they found them. Okay, so you want to let us know how you find these people, or I guess that's a matter of not letting them know how they could not letting the future ones know how they can get found too.
Maybe.
At the same time, it makes. How can we know too? Let us know. How can we? Whatever. So,
because how important is it for us to know how they found them, right? Because are we gonna go out and do it next time?
Right.
We're not, right? So let's let them keep their tactics and strategies, under wraps, undercover, so we can keep this same energy later.
Yeah. They found the rifle after he got away. Like I said, he was on the loose for, they said, hours, and they ended up finding his car. Now we're watching CNN right now, and they're still covering it.
Yeah, still developments are being updated right now.
So, when is this going to end? Governor of Illinois says, when is this going to end? I haven't looked him up to see which way he votes as far as gun violence and gun rights, but we'll see.
It seems like it's becoming a weekly American tradition, just like it was said.
It is an American tradition. So,
mass shootings is now an American tradition.
And how do we feel about that? And I almost got a ting of feeling unsafe, but then I realized, who would have thought being in urban areas
would be the safest place to be?
The safest place
America.
To be.
I mean, even in the schools, right? You feel that way about the kids in the schools now.
We got all these metal detectors, and honestly, we have a lot of communal policing, self-policing when it comes to how we handle guns. Because this could be the Wild Wild West. We could just be out here shooting out. Mm-hmm. Everybody has a gun, but that's not what happens. Mm-hmm. I was at the store the other day, and this guy was just walking around with an AK, and I'm just like,
Yeah, I mean because
this is the D,
long guns are open carry legal, right? I mean because you can't conceal it while you're walking around in it. So yeah,
Shutter Bob, you're gonna shoot yourself right in the groin.
In the ball. You know what? It actually happened right there at the gas station on 7th and Van Dyke.
Somebody shot themselves.
Somebody shot their dick off, the tip of their dick off.
Can I get a button for that?
Yeah, let me get the sound effects off. I don't even know if I loaded them. But yeah, so he was actually in an altercation with the clerk, and tried to play tough guy, I guess, and was attempting to pull the gun out of his pants, and bam,
so he
blew the damn tip of his dick off.
Oh man. So
reaching for the pull of the gun out. Now this tells me that this dude was an amateur.
You don't know how to handle your gun.
Or what it was. Here's the thing: you didn't have a holster. If you had a holster, there's no way for you to pull the trigger while you pulling it, like to pull it out, because the trigger's already being blocked. All you got to grab is the handle.
Yeah. So he's just walking around with it.
So he's walking around with a gun in his belt with no holster, and he grabs it in the heat of the moment and squeezes it while it's still pointed at the tip of his balls.
Tip of the balls.
And he blew him off. Or blew it off.
So the story's still developing down in Illinois. So just keep those prayers up for those families, and I hope nobody else turns up dead. I don't
understand how it got to be some kind of
organized
group that's going out online, terrorizing.
Whether they are all anonymous to each other or not, there's something called the dark web where people meet up and do a lot of crazy stuff, and they buy a lot of crazy stuff, and I'm pretty sure there's some kind of social initiative going on there where they probably like, okay, me next, I'm going next. They're at least motivating each other. They're all doing it the same style. Yeah. You're at least motivating each other. If they can get together and say, hey, we're going to storm in public online and say we're going to storm the Capitol and execute and get inside the building, then yes, people can go on the dark web and organize groups and friend groups that want to do mass shootings because they don't care about their lives anyway.
Or sometimes it's like as broad as the web now is, it's like it may not even be the dark web. It could be someone with their own website, right, with their own email list. It's just a private website where they're just emailing the people who are members of this website.
The same way
people who are subscribed.
These cults come about and come along and they do the same thing. This stuff can go on under the radar. I just wonder why the outrage is not that big. So, that's one American tradition.
Because it's becoming normalized. They're normalizing it now. That's the reason why the outrage isn't that great as it once was. Because now it's like, okay, it's not a big deal, y'all. Just another mass shooting. Right.
God bless Illinois and what's going on. It's getting too close to home. First of all, first of all, how was your weekend, Mark?
My weekend was great. It was very festive. There was a lot going on. I was trying to keep up with everything and rest at the same time. So it was a lot going on.
Yeah, I think it was a lot of events this weekend. You know who I think is struggling a little bit though? The firework people, they're not getting off like they used to get off. Remember those tables used to be clear by the end of the day.
Oh, the people because you have it's more saturated now. First the reason why it used to be cleared out, how about this? Because remember when those fireworks were illegal?
Yeah.
They would be selling out. But now that they're legalized and everybody has them, it's more saturated and it's harder for these people to sell them. You know what I mean? It's like
that makes a lot of sense.
More people getting into the hustle of fireworks, and some of these tables ain't being cleared off because they own every corner now. On top of the everybody knows the outlets where these fireworks come from. So a lot of people are going directly there, right, as opposed to buying them off the street.
People have a lot of balls carrying that much gunpowder in their trunk. I'm sorry. I could not. I would not be transporting a ton of gunpowder. I just saw a video online where somebody lit a firework and the dog went over and grabbed the firework.
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, and he shook it up.
And it pow.
And it shot over there at their asses. Yeah. So, I was glad that the dog didn't put the hot end in his mouth.
Oh, I'm so glad.
That would have been bad.
Because I think at that point I would have been kissing him goodbye from 30 feet away, just like, sorry, Pooch. Should have been on a leash. Yeah. Put your dog's on a leash. So, my weekend was okay, of course. Well, it was pretty good. I had a very dynamic weekend. After, of course, I told you all I'm at the Detroit Pizza Bar, and Actually, come see me this Friday. We're gonna do margarita pitchers and discounted tequila shots.
What time are you there on Fridays?
Till 10 o'clock.
Till 10 o'clock.
Till 10 o'clock.
What time are you going? What time do you get there?
Usually, it's either going to be 2 or 5 o'clock. I always tell people just come at 5.
Shit, because I have 2 podcasts on Friday night.
I'll try to see if they can have me there, at 2. But don't worry about it. It's going to be every weekend. It's going to be every Friday.
I like visiting these new spots that's popping up out here in the city, and I really definitely, because I've heard good things about the pizza there. And I want to go and try it myself and give it a review.
And the chicken, oh my goodness, I like the chicken. I like the chicken better than the pizza. Maybe because I'm not a pizza person, but the chicken. If you notice me getting a little plump, I just keep eating it. So, but after the Detroit Pizza Bar, put the picture up. Me, my friend Brandy, my coworker Telly, we went down to Fashion Ave, and then I ran into some old friends. What was going on at Fashion Ave? I guess they did like a 4th of July thing, but it was between like 7 and 8 Mile on Livernois, and all the businesses they had like little stands, or they had like tables, whatever it was. It was like a festival, a festival that was going on Livernois, and I don't know if they normally do that, but it was very nice.
I really feel like being the Fashion Avenue and this time of year where we celebrate Juneteenth and / 4th of July, I think that we should run a parade up Livernois for Juneteenth.
Yeah, let's talk about
fashion. We should. I think we should speak that into existence, where we have a Juneteenth parade up Livernois.
That would be lovely, especially with all those
fashion.
Beautiful black businesses going on. There's a trolley called Light Up Livernois that takes you up and down Livernois, and actually takes you down 6 miles. It's going to take you past the Detroit Pizza Bar, and that trolley out here is free. And so if you don't want to drink and drive, and you shouldn't, so you get on the trolley, and it'll take you to these different bars and shopping locations up and down Livernois. What else happened? So we went to this place called Good Times. They said Kwame Kilpatrick was just there. I didn't know Kwame was in town, guys. Y'all let him in. Y'all let him slide on in. And guess what? He about to get y'all one more time. Kwame Kilpatrick was there. He was doing a book signing. I wish I caught him, because I would have been like, we need to sit down, buddy. But just to get the topic about him out the way. So Kwame is raising $800,000 to buy he and his new wife and new baby a house in Florida. It's called Bella Colina, a gated community. They want to purchase an $800,000 house. However, they do not want to necessarily pay for it themselves. So they are asking the crowdfunding to bless them.
Now, it is alleged that they are not behind that crowdfunding page. Did you hear that?
Oh, okay. No, I did not hear any of that.
It is alleged that they are not there. One of their friends or someone made it for them.
Very nice. That's what friends are for. And because it definitely sounds very shady coming from you, especially since you still owe the city of Detroit. We don't know exactly how much you owe of the
$2 million.
Well, they said 1.5 million was owed. They don't know how much has been paid so far.
Oh.
So he's been raising money and by ministering. He's a pastor now. He's been to a few Detroit churches here. After the backlash about this crowdfunding that he wants to do, or that their friend put together. After we heard it was $800,000, they actually changed it, guys. They changed the details. They took down the fact that it was a gated community, and also they just want 100 donations, 100 general donations of $8,000 instead.
Who?
Same thing.
So they want. But you numbered how many donations. I guess there's nothing wrong with numbering the donations that you want to take, but the amount that you want or required to donate it is. That's like when I went to the church. Yeah. When I went to the church and they were celebrating the pastor's anniversary, and they were asking of tithes. They were asking for tithes in the amount of $300 or $1,000. Like, how the fuck is it a $700 jump? And not only that, they said if you didn't have cash, that they have an ATM in the lobby.
And they do. They take online payments.
Yep.
I used to sing at a church that said we're looking for 100 families to donate either one, like you said, either $1,000 or $2,500, and they were very specific as to why they wanted to keep, pay the building rent and stuff. But that's a lot of money to somebody used to be asking people for.
Yeah, that's a lot of.
Anyway, yeah. So he was doing a book signing for his book that's coming out called "Move Off the Grid." Off the grid.
Off the grid.
You weren't off the grid. You were in jail. You were very much so on the grid.
You were on the gridiron.
Gridiron. Kwame, you were very much so on the grid. But while I was looking to see what the name of the book was, a few other books popped up. And there's a book called Surrendered: The Rise, Fall, and Revelation of Kwame Kilpatrick. And I'm like, surrender? What exactly did you surrender? Oh, that's not the best thing I found, though. There's a book that I'm going to order. This book is called The Kwame Sutra.
The Kwame Sutra. The
Kwame Sutra. And Sutra, the front of it says, a book compiled by reporters based on the musing on lust, life, and leadership from the Detroit mayor, Kwame Kilpatrick, compiled by news reporters. So it's going to be a very interesting take on him. I'm buying the book. It's $8. I'm buying it. Love you, Kwame. I just want to see what
I
this is
want to put a book out. I just don't know what I want to write about yet. I think I have a following. I think I could sell a book. I have a very...
You have an imagination too. So
yeah.
So would it be documentary style or bio?
I would say biography maybe.
Okay.
And then I could have some. Yeah, I just thought about something, and I'm not gonna say. Yeah, we'll talk about it after the show. I have an idea.
We'll talk about it. What I want to know is why does Kwame have nerve to come to Livernois where he put those stupid ass islands? Didn't he do that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wonder if anybody asked him. You see what you did here? Why'd you do that? Anyway, I want to do a promo for Shop 905. This is my friend's clothing line. It is Black owned. It is Detroit owned. It is Detroit made. And they have a sale right now going on. And the two-piece sets, jogger sets, shirts, stuff that goes, it's like streetwear, but the main idea is called Wear Your Feelings. And this is expressive clothing, quality, good quality stuff. People know me, I'm not really big on retail like that, but a shirt that's going to last forever, I'm down. I'm totally down. So anyway, also, do not forget to invite 7 Mile Radio to your functions. We do media coverage for your events. We plan on doing the upcoming pop-up shop at Renaissance, and we plan on covering the vendors there, letting them know that they can advertise with us. If you want to advertise with us and be put on one of our podcasts for an ad, or get your commercial just generally ran, give us shoot us an email. You know where to find us. We got our 7 Mile Radio van, and we can come to you and show you a good time. If you want me, request me. Ask Mark, hey, can Marci come cover, our event? And I'll be like, yeah. So, moving on, back into American tradition.
These fucking shootouts.
The shootouts. How many shootouts happened this weekend?
Man, I don't know. We don't know how many shootouts happened last night from the or it's going to happen tonight from the fireworks, hidden under the fireworks. We hopefully we don't have any more, but
somebody did make a comment about that in the store the other day. He said too many shootings going to go on. Brittany Griner. I want to give you all an update on Brittany Griner. She's a WNBA player, the top paid WNBA player that was detained in February in Russia for allegedly carrying. And I just read this. Remember they said that she had vials of hashish oil in those in the cartridges. I just read today they said traces. Traces of hash oil in the cartridges. Okay, y'all are shady. Okay, y'all didn't say that at first. So she's been there since February, and it's not pretty. It's not pretty. She said she's scared. She wrote Joe Biden a letter saying that, you know what? Don't forget about me and the other detainees here. Like, don't forget about us. I'm terrified. I don't know if I'm going to make it out of here. They're saying that her her transport to and from the court, her wife said they're stuffing her in this real small container. You know, she's 6'9". Mm-hmm. They're stuffing her in a cage, you know. And, you know, I ran across this term, hostage diplomacy, meaning where nations detain foreign nationals to gain leverage in intense political moments. Mm-hmm. And this is more than just about her alleged hashish oil, if that even happened. I just can't really see.
The whole political move.
Yeah, I can't really see her being that ignorant, but or slipping up like that. In Russia, Putin is denying the fact that no, we are not keeping her hostage. We're not keeping her hostage. That's what he's saying.
Just like he's every time they bomb some shit in the Ukraine, right? That is basically a target they're not supposed to bomb, and they commit a war crime. They say, oh well, we weren't responsible for that bombing, but all the rest of them around the area near, like, you can't deny that.
Flat out lies. Flat out liars. LeBron James even has asking, you know, calling for her release. I don't know what the holdup is. Well, let's be real. The guy who was way less important, that white boy that went to Korea and did what he did, the student went there. They sent him back after 17 months, half dead. I mean, they sent him back in a vegetative state, and he ended up dying here. So I don't know exactly what's going to happen to her, but she had a court date on Friday. She went. Now, she did not enter. She did not try to go against the guilty charge. They charged her, and she's facing up to 10 years. She's going to have another court date on the 7th. They said the trial should be taking about 2 months. But I don't know what's going to happen to the other people that are there. My homegirl made a very valid point. I really do hate to see when we get involved in white folks' business, because this is the white folks' problem, and here we got Brittany caught up in it. All she's trying to do is hoop, and she's just in the mess. That's one take on it. Of course, they know that Russia's trying to piss us off. They've done pettier things to piss us off. Yeah, they make fake profiles online and argue with black people and white people about racism, just to keep the turmoil going on between us. A lot of people are saying, what if she was LeBron? What if she was a even more powerful celebrity? Yeah,
more powerful political piece, or say a man, a more famous man.
Yep, worth a lot more money or something. That. Yeah, and worth a lot more money. I wonder how that would be.
Don't say LeBron, because he's still black, right? He still wouldn't have a good chance over there. So he's still black. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, like let's.
But he has a lot of money though.
Yeah, I mean he's still LeBron. He's still, you know.
The whole America would lose their mind.
He's the new OJ, right? He's not LeBron. he's OJ. He's not black. He's LeBron.
The whole America would lose their mind.
Yeah.
And it's like the outrage isn't quite there for Brittany. Her family is clearly losing it over there. She told Biden in the letter, she said, typically on the 4th, I'll be chilling with my family. My dad's a veteran. We will be chilling and celebrating independence. She's saying this. Mm-hmm. But then she said, but today, you know, it's different. Well, yeah, I believe it is a little bit.
A whole lot different.
I'm sure it's
today,
different.
Sister.
Yeah, I think it's different today, dear. So yeah, she heard her charges. She accepted her charges and did not enter a plea. We're going to see how this turns out. I saw pictures of her. She did look decent. She looked healthy. She didn't look like she was, you know, half dead.
Or, anything like that. Yeah. I seen a video of her being moved through a hallway. I guess when it was transporting her from or to her cell. Yeah. And they were just moving very abruptly and aggressively. It seemed like they were just trying to rush her to wherever they was going. I'm like, yeah, why are they like
weird?
Why are they weird? Yeah.
I don't know. You know, I also heard that their regulations, but their laws toward LGBTQ, which, you know, Brittany is a lesbian. She's married to a woman. Right. That they're pretty harsh over there about that.
Exactly.
So we really don't know exactly what she's going through in the prison. You know.
Yeah, especially considering the fact that, you know, they're probably screening her mail or whatever messages that she's sending through there, so she can't say maybe the extent of what's going on exactly. I mean, maybe that's all she can say is that she's scared and she don't know if she's going to make it out.
And it's the fact that we don't even know if this is even true.
If that's even her saying it, right?
Yeah, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. Prayers up to you, Brittany. Prayers up to you. Also, we got to pray for another family, too. The family of Jalen Walker, the young man who was just lit up 60 times by the po-pos in Ohio. And what we do know is that there was a high-speed chase. The police are saying that there was a round fired from his car, and they're saying the chase happened after he did not stop. He did not stop for something was wrong with the car. Something it wasn't a serious stop, but he didn't stop and ended up on a chase.
Some type of minor traffic violation, like I can't remember exactly why they stopped him, but it was just a traffic stop.
He tried to flee on foot. They used a taser. They said it didn't work. He turns around. Every single officer, all 13 officers felt like their life was in danger based on his movement, his actions, his gestures, and they lit 60 into him. When they found him, he was not armed. I do believe they found a gun in the car. So
let's not leave out the fact that there were 90 bullets shot. Okay.
Yeah.
And 60 of them hit him. 90 of them shot.
7 seconds worth of fire, and you can hear in the video one of the officers saying, more than one of the officers actually probably saying, "Cease fire, cease fire."
So did they release the video?
There's a video. I watched the video from a news station. However, where he actually was lit up. The moment that they lit him up, they actually blurred that part out for the respect of the family, because the family said they did not want to see his dead body on screen. So, other than that, everything leading up to that is online, and you can find that. I YouTubed it. It's right there. You know, they don't mind posting black bodies being killed. That trauma. They don't mind posting that at all. So
on YouTube, they have the video of it on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube, but I didn't see him getting shot.
Yeah.
That part. I saw everything up to it. The chief of police admits that it is hard to determine what he was doing, and based on his gestures and when he was running away and when he turned around, he said it's even hard for him to determine. So, in my opinion, that means you don't know. I don't know. Y'all fired 60 rounds. It seems like y'all definitely were on tip that day. Y'all on tip that day. Well, when was it? Yesterday? Today? They're rioting about it. Well, they're protesting about it already. Look it up.
I seen a demonstration going on in Akron last night. I was about to go live and restream it on my page. It looked like it was getting violent. Seeing some cars on fire downtown, or something being burned.
When exactly did this happen?
This happened this past week. I can't remember exactly what day, but it just recently happened within a week ago.
I forgot to tell you, Mark. Can you please put the phone number up?
Okay, I will.
In case anybody wants to call and weigh in on anything that I talked about so far. I do mean anything that I mentioned. I mentioned it.
I see the what's the name video on YouTube now. I'll watch it after the show because I haven't seen it yet.
Oh yeah.
The Jalen Walker video.
Yeah, y'all give me a call if y'all want to weigh in on this Jalen Walker or the Illinois parade mass shooting. If you want to discuss these fucked up gun laws, if y'all want to discuss your boy Kwame and his house getting funded by the crowd, which is you, give me a phone call. Especially if you have any extra information about the Griner situation. It seems like it's really hard to find info on it. Moving along to more American tradition. A lot of people are upset about the term that they gave R. Kelly. Well,
I'm about to say, oh man, well, what to say about that, man? Like,
a lot of people are upset about it. Be upset. He got 30 years. I'm not sad about it. I wonder if he knew that it was going to go that far. You know, I wonder if he knew that he was going to get 30 years. Because, you know, some people, they get in the courtroom and they really think they're going to get off. Especially narcissists.
It's a lot of ironies, ironic things that have this, I guess, in my mind, I guess, because of that number 30, because, you know, it was 30 years since the incidents even happened. Well, that's one part that one of the girls said. But then if you look
just the Aaliyah thing.
Oh, that was Aaliyah.
Yeah, okay. Because the girls that were in his house, that was in recent years.
Right, yeah, that was like within 10 years ago. The album 12 play, right? If you look at all of the Roman numerals to the right of R. Kelly, it's 30.
Damn, it add up to 30?
It adds up to 30.
Shit. And then also,
it's almost like he's because you know how he's on the cover and he's looking this way, right? So he's looking at the 30. So it's almost like you're looking at 30 years.
He's definitely looking. He was looking at 30, and now he got it.
Yeah. So that's was ironic to me on the cover of the 12 Play album. If you look, he's looking to the left, I believe.
And it's also 30 is also probably the year that he stops dealing with the women. 30 is too old for him.
No, I think it's probably younger than that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's probably younger than that.
He is younger than that.
Yeah.
I wonder how he feels about it. I wonder if he will do the full bid. Is it possible for that he wouldn't be able to do the full bid?
He'll be 85 when he gets out. I don't know if he would survive. Hate to say it like that. I mean, because long in prison. Not to say that he couldn't live to be 85.
Because murderers they can get like 25, and sometimes they get off in like 15. Is it possible for him to?
I'm not sure. That's a good question.
I see a bunch of different takes on this, and I just want to clear some things up for the people.
What, good behavior after in there? Like, I don't know why would he, But see, my thing is like, there's people who have murdered that got less time than R. Kelly. Not to say that he shouldn't, like he doesn't deserve it, but it's just like, yeah, there's if we're gauging the punishment versus the crime.
Well, I guess the amount of women. It's not just the Aaliyah thing. It's the crimes after that too. So that's what I'm thinking. Because this girl made a good point. Why don't all rapists get 30? Right? Mm-hmm. Not saying that they. Not saying was R. Kelly. No, I'm saying please give all the rest of these rapists 30. Right. Make this normal. Right. There are guys who are continuous rapists and they get 2 and 3 years. This girl in line said her uncle got 10 or her cousin got 3 or 4. She said, why aren't they getting 30? And now she's not saying like, why aren't they getting 30? She's saying, no, why aren't they getting 30? Right. Why are sex crimes, why is the term for sex crimes considered, I mean, why is it so little? Why is it so low? It makes me wonder, like,
is it almost like enabling it, encouraging it almost?
Yeah, it's weird. Like, why could somebody sit up and do rapes and shit and only get 5 years, or run some sex trafficking shit and only get 10 years, when they can come back out and do the same shit and not get caught? So this is my favorite thing to dispute and argue. This guy today, I almost got put in Facebook jail again, y'all.
Oh shit!
I'm chilling.
Please don't tell me.
Yeah, I'm chilling. He said, well, what about the parents? The parents should get, they should get time and all that. But people are forgetting, R. Kelly groomed some of those parents too. He groomed these parents he didn't say, hey, let me pee on your daughter. He didn't say that. He never said, hey, yeah, come on, I'm going to rape her. He never said that to them. And they never said, hey, here, pee on my daughter. Or, hey, here, go fuck my daughter. Or, hey, here, keep my daughter. They never said that. It was always on the terms of them trying to get some more money, trying to get rich. They want their daughters to go get a music career or whatever. They thought this was going. They bypassed the idea that something bad could happen because they thought something good.
R. Kelly, yeah.
They want because of money. Because they wanted money. They want their family to get rich and famous. Now here we go. For the love of money, we do some stupid ass shit. But there are. Mark, if somebody handed their daughter over to you and said, here, fuck her, would you do it?
No.
Exactly. So why are we saying, oh, but the parents made this possible? No, R. Kelly made this possible. I'm sitting up here arguing with this guy on Facebook. He's talking about, oh, the parents made it happen. The parents did not make this happen. R. Kelly made it happen. There's guys that can sit in rooms full of little girls and not feel one tinge of nothing. So let's drop that shit right there. Every time you give a reason as to why it happened, other than the fact that R. Kelly's a fucking rapist, you're giving him a pass and some type of leeway as to why it was a reason. You make that a reason, or you make it more likely that, oh yeah, it could happen because they made it.
Or is to suggest a reason why he shouldn't be getting any punishment, right? So it's like, or giving the next people a green light as to how to do this. Like, it's okay if you do it like this, because
it's okay if their parents give them to you.
Yeah.
No, it's not okay. It's not okay. So,
but my thing is, I guess, slightly playing devil's advocate. If he was charged with racketeering, what other people would be involved in it? Would the people who were bring in
the security guards. Bring it. Okay, let's put them on the.
Because here's the game. Okay, so but where does it stop then? Because if you bringing in the security guards because they were influenced just as the parents were, weren't they? So then
groomed
that means,
also, right?
See what I'm saying? So now it's like, where do you stop it at? How do these other people who are within his circle, if you want to call those people within this circle, be in charge too?
That we're bringing these.
If you're not including the parents in that too, because these are grown ass people who knew better. You know what I'm saying? No matter if R. Kelly, because R. Kelly groomed everybody. He grew. You know what I'm saying? He brainwashed all of them, from the girls.
He brainwashed all of the people, the nation, with his music. He's literally the Pied Piper. It's him, which is crazy because he told us. That's some crazy shit right there. Another argument people have is the classic. Oh, but the white people didn't get away. White people get away with ABC more. This person wouldn't have got.
And see, but here's the thing. I don't think that they're saying that as if, say, let R. Kelly get off like the white people get off.
I think that's how they're saying it.
I think they're saying charge the white people like you charge him, just like how you were saying earlier. It's not the cup half empty; it's half full. We're not saying to say, hey, we're not making a contrast as if we want them to give R. Kelly the same treatment that they give the white people. We want to say, hey, why don't y'all charge them the same way? Just like, in regards to killing black people, police killing. We're not saying that we want you to kill white people just like you kill black people. We want you to not kill black people like you not kill white people.
Like you not kill white people.
So that's the contrast that they're making with that.
Well, I get a lot of
charge them as well. Don't not charge R. Kelly. That's not
the way you exploiting Bill Cosby or the way you exploiting R. Kelly. Why don't you exploit the white people in the same way? Well, how about this? Whenever that argument comes up about white people in general, it makes me wonder, like, do we really want to have this? We really want to have the same privileges as white people? And we don't realize some of the privileges they have, nobody is supposed to have those privileges. Yeah. They're evil privileges. So you want to get away.
Are they saying that we want to have those privileges, or are they saying that we want them to be treated the same way, that's just as strict as we're treated? That's, I mean, I think that's what it's like. That it depends on how you're thinking. That thought could go either way, but
how about this? Or as strict as we're treated, or level it up, make it fair. Yeah. Things need to be fair, regardless.
That's what I'm saying.
Fairness. So,
and that's not to say, to give people the green light on crimes as some people get. We're saying that charge everybody equally, give everybody the same punishment for the crimes or the things that they do.
And that's what's supposed to happen. Wrong. That's what's supposed to happen.
No matter if they're black or white, young or old, whatever. I mean, that's what we're saying. We're not saying, hey, let us get off like the white people get off.
I think people are saying that.
I don't think they're saying that.
Especially when it comes to this Kwame shit. This Kwame Kilpatrick shit. Oh.
Well, see, okay, now, so it depends on the situation now. But see, again, it's saying the same thing. If you're saying prosecute Mike Duggan, just like you did Kwame Kilpatrick, is basically, that's what you're saying. You're saying let Kwame get off. Essentially, it's like you're saying the same thing. It just
they want their homeboy off, and the thing is, nobody wants to see nobody rot in fucking jail. Nobody wants to see nobody rot in jail. And honestly, we really just want to know that you care. I mean, at this point, we're just looking for some kind of healing.
I don't think Kwame ever not cared. You know what I mean? I think
he had to. He convinced us he did.
I think he was in the position to do what he did, and he attempted to take advantage of it, just like anybody else probably would. As we
32, he was 32.
As we see again, right? As we see right now, we just had this conversation yesterday. We had a mayor that did one thing, and then the next mayor got out, was a different color, and he did the exact same thing, all the way down to cheating on his wife. But he's still in there. He's still being praised, right? He's still getting all the credit, because this is what Kwame was trying to do. This is what Kwame was trying to turn Detroit into back then. He just took Kwame's blueprint and basically made it his own, just like at
32 years old, Kwame was pretty brilliant with that. At 32 years old, and I'm really upset that I missed him at the spot, the Good Times. But yeah, hopefully I'll get a chance. We're going to have I mark my words. I'm talking it into existence. I'm going to interview Kwame Kilpatrick on 7 Mile Radio one day. May not be in the studio, but it's going to happen. Speaking of white people, Elvis has a movie coming out. I just want to touch on that. Just want to say Elvis was a rapist, music stealing ass nigga. Anyway,
and he's praised like he's the greatest.
And the whole time he wasn't nothing but a hound dog. He want nothing but a hound dog. So last week, Mark gave me some homework.
I did give you homework.
Gave me homework. I brought my homework.
You brought your homework.
Brought
Let me
my
see
homework.
my glasses. Where are my glasses? Let me check the homework. I don't even know if I got my glasses down here. Gotta check your homework.
Last week we talked about Roe versus Wade, and we talked about it being flipped and what it's going to mean for a lot of people. And we said, you know what? It's probably some actual laws out here that actually do need to be flipped and that are useless. And they need to just go for those and leave shit that is heavy alone. But we know why they, did Roe versus Wade. I have not looked up any further what Michigan's stance is going to be. Since last week, I have not looked it up because that shit is traumatic. Gives me cramps. Anyway, so what we did was he suggested that I looked up a bunch of stupid ass laws. And I did nationwide and I did just Michigan. These laws are pretty funny.
See, you found some good ones, huh?
Yes. You remember when last week we brought up two laws that we thought, when I said that in Michigan you can't cut your hair without your husband's permission.
Okay.
That's still true. And what you said also, cursing in front of women and children.
Yeah, that's retarded.
Illegal. And
spitting in public, I believe, is or spitting on the sidewalk, I believe, is a thing as well.
There are some silly Michigan laws, and if you haven't noticed, car dealerships never being open on Sunday, well, it is illegal to sell, buy, or trade a car on a Sunday in Michigan as of 1953.
What the hell?
So I hope you didn't buy the van on a Sunday because all right, keep it cute now. All right, I'm gonna go back and forth between Michigan and other states. Iowa. This is real shady. There are no child lemonade stands.
Wow.
Your child can't have a lemonade stand in Iowa. Lemonade stand was my first business. That's really messed up.
Damn.
A young lady at 4 years old, she actually got her shut down 30 minutes into her lemonade stand.
Wow.
I mean, oh man, that's messed up. Yeah, 30 minutes in, told her you're gonna have to have a $400 permit. If you want to open up a lemonade stand. Dang, she only selling them for a quarter. You know how many lemonades she gonna have to sell to break even?
Damn.
There's gonna be a lemon shortage by the time. North Carolina, let me tell you this: if you like bingo, watch yourself because you can't have a bingo tournament longer than 5 hours, or more than twice a week. You can't do it in North Carolina. So. That's public safety rule number 14-309.5, and that there's no exceptions. You can't do it. There's a silly Michigan law saying that this is Detroit law. You cannot willfully destroy your radio in Detroit.
You can't break a radio.
You
in
can't
Detroit.
willfully destroy your radio. Google it. If I see you thrashing any boom boxes down 7 Mile, I'm calling the police.
Damn.
This is a federal law. You will get 90 days. Mark, me and you will get 90 days if we give a fake weather report. If we're not accurate and we're saying, oh, this is the weather and it's from meteorology reports, then and it's not right, then we can get up to 90 days. It's a felony.
Wow.
Oh no. Not felony, but yeah, 90 days.
Oh, I'm about to say, shit.
No, that's another one. 90 days for giving fake weather reports. And I'm like, me and my homegirl were like, what would make that kind of law come into play? I bet you people got really willy-nilly on those news channels just giving out weather.
I mean, because here's the thing, right? People got mad as fuck, right? Because in Michigan, you see how our weather changed, right?
Yeah.
And they probably predicted some shit based off of how it was today. And they're like, yeah, tomorrow it's going to be sunny, and then it fucking snowed.
Who do I sue?
Right, yeah. And then people done prepared their whole day around a 70-degree day, and now they got 30 degrees and 4 inches of snow.
And it happened to somebody very important too. It was probably a politician's kid's birthday party or something.
Some shit like that, right?
Oh, and be very careful because I know you'll have an issue with this one, Mark. In Missouri,
oh God.
No uncaged bears in your cars. No excuses, no exceptions. You cannot have an uncaged bear in that 7 Mile Radio van. Don't even think about it. So
why would they?
Anybody
have that
going to
law?
Missouri?
Like, who would have a fucking uncaged bear just riding in the back of the? I mean, so what? Like when bears break into cars, like you said, this is Missouri.
This is Missouri.
When bears break into cars to at campsites, right? We better not catch a bear in your car at the campsite. Like
we better not catch a bear invading your car, and you better not be driving while it's happening. But let's think about how that law came about. Were people stealing bears? What happened?
What exactly happened?
Maybe it was people who were trying to steal bear cubs. That would make sense.
Why would you want to steal a bear cub? So, because when it grows,
it's going to kill you.
Fucking problem on your hands.
It's going to eat you. In Michigan, as of 1931, which is very interesting because I think that's when our non-abortion law was made. No man can seduce and corrupt an unmarried woman.
No man can seduce and
No man can seduce and corrupt an unmarried woman. You will get 5 years.
Where's that a law at?
In Michigan. 5 years or a $2,500 fine. But you can't be charged a year after the offense. So if people find out about it a year later that you have corrupted and seduced a woman,
ooh,
you're fine. If it's after 1 year, you're fine. But let somebody find out while it's happening. 5 years or $2,500. That's about the same amount of money you be spending on tricks for that year anyway. So just do the right thing. Don't try to seduce her. Just go get tricks. You know, adultery is also illegal as of 1931. It's a felony. That's what's a felony. But dig this. If the woman is married and the man is not, the man also gets the felony.
Wait, say that again, huh?
If the woman is married and the man she cheats with is not married, the man will also get the felony. But it does not say it's the same thing the other way around.
See, you motherfucker.
So if the man was married, he can get the felony, but the lady he cheated with will not get the felony if she's not married. You get it?
So he's giving you all the green light to go fuck married men. But
it's giving y'all the green light to cheat and not.
It's giving y'all the green light to cheat and not us.
To cheat with married men, but it's giving married men the green light to go. The women won't get prosecuted. Like, you go fuck, but they don't want the man to sleep with their woman. So your wife, she get charged, but the man she cheated with is gonna get charged.
But your wife wouldn't if she cheated.
No, your wife would if she cheat. So Mark, we're married. I go cheat. You call the police. Me and the man I get caught with.
Uh-huh.
If he's married, of course he's gonna get it's adultery. But if he's not married, he has to take the felony with me. But if you go cheat, you get the felony, but the woman that you cheated with is not gonna. So yes, I can be a harlot. Somebody can be a harlot, a prostitute. Not even prostitute, because they didn't say we were paying for anything. So basically, the side chicks don't get charged.
Side chicks don't get charged, but side dudes do.
Side dudes get charged. So the guy, I guess
that was a married man who made that
law. I was gonna say that.
That was a married man who got cheated on and married as a politician and made that law.
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Oh, that's funny. So in North Dakota, no snowball fights. What the fuck? What's the point of living there? You live in North Dakota, you can't have a snowball fight?
You know why? Because some rich old white lady's son got their teeth beat out with an ice ball.
Mom!
And he came home snaggertooth. And they just banned snowball fights and shit.
Or public or private property. Dang, you can't even do it on your own lawn.
Don't even ball up a snowball.
Don't ball it up. Don't ball it up. One last one. We have Alabama. And this is the most fucked up one because I'm pretty sure I know where this one came from. You can't take more than 4 minutes in the voting booth. Sorry if you hear my stomach, y'all. I'm starving.
That was mine, I thought.
That was mine. So if you take more than 4 minutes, they're going to come and ask you, are you okay? And you're gonna say yeah, but then you only get 1 more minute after that. You use that minute, they're gonna ask you to leave the voting booth. Now, who got the last rights to vote in Alabama. Blacks. Now, maybe women after that too. But check this out. That probably is one of the ways that they deterred people from voting, because the education level of black people
couldn't read all of that shit in 4 minutes.
Hell no. I can't read all that shit in 4 minutes. Dang. To this day, the ballot is pretty long.
Right.
So yeah, that's definitely some voter suppression stuff. That's messed up. And they're gonna ask you to leave the voting booth. Absolutely not. Well, that was a little something in light of the fact that Roe versus Wade was turned, and help us deal with it a little more because it is fucked up. I really thank y'all for joining me tonight. I had something to close out with. It was kind of funny. I don't know exactly what it was. It was something funny. But anyway, I'll remember it. Like, share, post. I will see you all next week. Love you.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7